Hey guys, so I'm just bringing you a short video. Well, I say short, it probably won't be. But Jagex made a new post on the homepage, and not this greatest Easter battle of all time crap that no one cares about. Well, no offense if you do care about it, I'm sure there's a few. But we've got the development blog released for the Runespan update, which should be next week. I'm assuming probably Tuesday, which would actually mean it's May, but I assume that's just been pushed back one day. It's kind of still April, it's just the first day of May. The week commenced in April, so oh well. But Jagex made a news post on the homepage saying they've released a development blog, and it's been ages since a development blog. And if you've never saw a development blog before, basically what it is, it's written by a JMod who's been writing for a piece of content, and he sums up like the idea of the update and like where his ideas have came from, etc, etc. So it's very like fun to read, to be honest. I've always liked reading these. They used to release them a lot more common. I remember the Fairy Tale Part 3 quest that got quite a few. The Marja ROTM got a development blog. Quite a few big updates got them, and ever since the new website they've just stopped releasing them. Like on the old website there used to be a little section at the bottom that you could actually go on to see all the development blogs, and that was just gone with the new site. So I'm glad to see they're doing some again, because they're really a good read and it's a good insight, and these are the sort of things that they should do. And I prefer them to do a video on it as well. Like, I know they've done a development blog for the, the Void quests they did. They did a development blog for them on a video, and they were great videos. Like, they could do all this in a video. Like, it could be ModPie speaking all this and showing you the pictures on the video. It'd be a great idea, and you could explain it a lot better. But oh well, I've got text, and I know it's a big read, so if you haven't got time to read it, then I'm going to summarise it up now and pretty much explain what's going over with it. But if you have got time to read it, it's definitely a good read, and it'll tell you a lot more than I'm probably going to be able to. So pretty much he's saying that it started from Runefest, because it was in one of the things and people voted for what update they wanted, and obviously the runecrafting was going to get picked because everyone hates runecrafting. And he pretty much said, if you look at this bit, we saw that you were telling us that you didn't like training runecrafting at all, which I'm sure there's a few, but I know the majority of runescapers are like, oh my god, I hate runecrafting. I think the main reason people hate it is that it's so incredibly slow, and I think that's the main problem. If it was 100k an hour or 150k an hour doing the same thing, it wouldn't be too bad. But oh well. So I'm just going to summarise what he's saying. So he's saying what the idea started with. So at Runefest, this was effectively the idea. It was more of a minigame back then, but it's developed from a minigame into a massive update, he's pretty much saying. And it's going to be a lot. It's a lot more impressive than a minigame, and it's turned into pretty much a whole skilling area. And we saw last week in the Q&A, or a couple of weeks ago, that effectively the Runespan will be the training method from 1 to 99 rune crafting, and crafting runes will simply be for monetary gain that you can access from your different levels. So first off, what it started from Runefest was pretty much like a bandit machine. So you had all these, and it says stamp, 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 and this is the stamp, I guess. I think it like spun around. Like a bandit machine is where you've like you put money in and you drag the wheel down and it spins. So as you can see at the bottom right, it has stamped runes out, score 10 points, score 30 points or whatever it says. I think it's score to points, that's what it says. So it has like air rune and earth rune 1 point, 3 deaths 3 points, and then obviously like 3 blood runes is 10 points. So that sounds pretty interesting. Like obviously this wasn't gonna look like this, because I mean this is just something he quickly made. He makes a joke here. There were 3 concepts of what the training method could be. I'll quickly explain each one with a diagram that I've made myself. With skill like this, who needs concept artists? Like, I mean, look at this. You'd like to see this in game. I bet this wouldn't lag. Anyway, right, so the next method, which seems a lot, by the diagram, it seems a lot more complicated to me. I couldn't really grasp my head around it. He's pretty much saying this is a lot more like Runespan is going to be. And it's pretty much saying that he came up with the idea that runic energy could be stored in more of a natural state. For like trees could be made of earth and water runic energy, and you could pull the energy out of them and make into rune essence and making runes, and that'd pretty much be how you gain XP. So I'm guessing he had like barriers. He said like based around the ideas of barriers made of concentrated runic energy, which could be broken down by siphoning the energy out of them, and he gave it the name Rune Run. And so effectively, like I think if you played single player, you'd have like a single row, and you just run through doing each room. 2 player, you do it head to head. And I guess you'd get XP reward like whoever got to the end first. And then an area controlled multiplayer rune run. No idea how this would work. This looks complicated. I think it'd probably be who gets the most by the time it's all done would get bonus, then you get extra points for whoever finished first. or whoever got the most in the by the time the whole like grid was completed. And the co-op rune run, I'm not sure how this was going to work. I'm guessing it would be like a circular maze, and you had to make your way to the centre. And once you got to the centre, you got a reward. That's how you reached something cool there. But the final idea, which is Runespan, as you can see by this diagram, it's a bit more detailed. It's got like a key and stuff on it. And basically the idea is that it's loads of islands from the runecrafting guild. So this confirms it's going to be at the runecrafting guild, which actually is weird considering runecrafting guild requires 50 runecrafting to enter. But this minigame only requires 1. So I'm guessing they're going to have to do something about that. But pretty much the idea is there's loads of islands. The green lines are crossing points, so you've got to be able to cross between the islands. And you've got living essence, which are the red things, which I guess is where you're going to collect your rune essence from. Because you're not going to be able, you see this later in the development blog, you're not going to be able to use your own rune essence. So basically it's an in-game thing. You're not going to be able to go to the GE, just buy a load of rune essence and use your own, which would speed things up. You've got to actually play it properly. And then a resource mode, which I guess are like where you craft your rune essence or sort of thing. And this is generally the idea. But this idea has been developed more, and he has like the pictures, he's turned it into like pictures of the sort of stuff here. And he's also mentioned the blue blobs, as you can see here, got turned into naturally occurring pockets of runic energy. And the red blobs got turned into living creatures imbued with runic energy that you pull out of them. So as you can see, here's the picture of the creatures. Obviously there's only a few here. They haven't shown pictures of the high level ones, which is quite interesting because they look pretty cool. I am not going to lie. Obviously they're full of particle. They look like they're going to be full of particle effects and stuff, but considering that's just concept art, that is really nice. For a drawing sort of thing, concept art. Really nice, not going to lie. But these look like the blue blobs type of things. This is where you'll get the like essence from, I think. And you have to get, I think it says you have to get different essence for each type of rune. That's what it seems to be hinting at. So basically, if you want to craft an area, you got to get a specific essence. And as you can see by from this picture, like, well, if I go back to the diagram, as you can see, there's little circles, and like it's like tiers. And here's your free-to-play runes, and then here's your mid-level runes, and here's your high-level runes. And it also says you can craft souls, but obviously you can't take the runes out, so crafting souls isn't going to be something special. So if you look here, it has all the free-to-play ones here. It's pretty much your elemental runes plus mind runes. Then you got your middle runes, which is body to laws, and then your high ones, which is deaths, bloods, souls, and I don't know that one. I think that looks like a new rune. I can't tell if it's just the picture is small and I can't. I'm gonna open this picture. Can you zoom in? Come on, come on. Essence. It just says essence. So you got your might. If I open the picture, so now you can see the picture more clearly. And it has deaths, blood, souls, like I said, and then essence. Since when could you make essence runes? That seems weird. I wonder what that could mean. I guess we'll find out on the update. So, like, it looks like this will be where you'll be drawing the runes from, like getting the rune essence. I don't think you'll be mining, but as you can see down at the left, you can see that they've got like the basic ones, which don't look too impressive. But then you go to the high level ones. Look, this isn't living soul, and that's an undead soul. So I can just looking at them from either. I'm guessing this is just ideas and they're not complete yet, or whatever. I'm not 100% sure exactly. It's hard to tell exactly what they mean. But undead soul, living soul. They've got a blood pool, like full of blood, bloody skulls. So there's skulls, and then there's a pile of skeletons, which I'm guessing is going to hint at death runes type of things. And then you've got like nebula. No idea what that could be pointing towards. You've got just chaos, firestorm, shifter. No idea. I think that's a shifter. And then they've got weird names, but we can only see what's going to come. I'm guessing that means nature and that means law, but it's quite interesting to see what's going to be coming. And the other thing that he mentions later is these crossing points have turned into like agility type courses, and you're going to need runes to access them. Like it's going to take you the runes that you craft in the minigame to be able to cross these crossing points, and that's going to basically how you do it. And all the crossing points have things like this. So you can see the pictures on here, and like there's going to be one that goes down like this, like skeleton staircase or ladder type thing. There's a few different things, like there's a little ice walkway. As you can see, he's drawn a picture of a character walking across. Like this is a character flying from the air, so I guess these are the ones that definitely use runes, because you're going to have to like, use runes to do it. And you can see little bases. I think these are like what he's drawn, like are going to be on the floor in the area. You're going to have to activate with a rune, and then you'll use it and you'll be able to access any of these. Like you use a rune and then this ladder appears sort of thing. seems pretty cool. I mean, he said, and he says here that one of the biggest parts of this was graphically was the environment. So he knew it was going to be like a big work for the graphics, and he's pretty much said that it was obviously going to be a massive graphics work, but he said when he told them about Runespan, the graphics department was really impressed, and like they were really happy to design it, and they wanted to make it look awesome. Hopefully it's not too laggy. I know frames per second issues have been dramatically reduced lately for most people. There's a few people that still have them, but we can only see soon, and I'm sure what's it called, Optimus should be out sometime soon. And also we have that countdown tomorrow, which ends at 9 PM English time, and that should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to find out what that is. It's pretty exciting because hopefully it doesn't disappoint, let's just say that. And whatever it is, I should release a video basically telling everyone about it and explaining my views, whatever it is. And so look forward to that. So I'm just gonna quickly look around the rest, and there's one thing that jumps out to me, not because it's linked, but because it jumps out to me. And it simply is that, as if that wasn't enough, we decided to add a distraction and diversion to keep things varied and get players talking to each other. And this is where the rune sphere come from. So he doesn't mention anything else about it. So I'm guessing that, you know, when you train a lava flow mine and you get like the random pickaxe flying around, you gotta kill it and you get bonus XP. I think it's gonna be that sort of thing. And like fixing the boiler, just a little change from doing what you're regularly doing to make it a bit more exciting, give you something else to look out for. And basically, like, you know, when you're doing agility and you get the pit every so often, you look forward to it because it's something fun that it just stops you from having to do laps for a bit. But yeah, that sounds really interesting. It should be pretty fun. He's pretty much saying like all the J-mods find it amazing and fun. But the other thing he mentions is that the islands move around. So I'm not, maybe not the island sort of thing, but the creatures and stuff on the islands move around quite a lot. And if you go down and look at the balancing section, I think it's the balancing section. Let's have a quick read through this. It's somewhere. Oh right, refining the idea from further. Right, so it pretty much said that when it went into QA and they tested it loads, and they said that the islands weren't moving around like enough, and they could. It says here, everyone liked the idea of exploring the vast area, but while playing it was too easy to camp one area and get a decent XP rate. So basically they made it harder and made the stuff move around faster, so that it was a lot more difficult, like to you'd actually have to work. Basically, he wanted runecrafting to be still a clickable skill, basically, so you can't just AFK. And you, from the Q&A, he said you could AFK a little, so hopefully it should be not too work intensive. So it shouldn't be too bad of a training area. Plus, it's going to be faster than ZMI, so you guys have got nothing to complain about if you need to train runecrafting. And so that should be awesome. It sounds pretty good. And he's also, the Q&A replied that the runes was quite a difficult challenge to get. You just didn't make enough. But the nodes move around, and basically in the Q&A they said you can do it solo, but it'll be faster in a team, type of thing. And because obviously you got more people searching for the nodes, so that's how it works, type of thing. If you got more people searching, you'll find them faster. So he also mentioned that if more people are like siphoning off one type of thing, then it's not going to make it die faster, so doing it in a team is not going to disadvantage you whatsoever. But the QAs also said the runes cost too much, because as he said here, the bridges originally cost 100 minus your level runes, so if you're 99 it costs 1 rune, but eventually it was reduced to 10, and then eventually it just went down to 1. So they liked the idea that it was a bit easier to cross, because they wanted to be able to travel around easier. But he mentions another like distraction and diversion type thing, and it's like randomly a wizard's just... He says that these are wizards who have not managed their inventory well enough. So it's the type... I think it means effectively like, if you're travelling around Runespan and you use your runes inefficiently and wrong, if you travel to an island you haven't got the rune to travel back from, you could get stuck. So I think these wizards are like people that have done that, and NPCs that have done that anyway. And if you help them out by giving them the rune, I assume, and it says, yeah, give up some of your runes, they share the experience of runecrafting with you for a nice XP reward. So that should boost the XP per hour quite a decent amount, so that seems like it's going to definitely be worth doing. And reading the balancing section, they've also said that they've done a lot of work on this. They've spent a long time, since it's going to be the main trainer for runecrafting. They've put hours into it. They've had JMods reporting XP per hour, etc. just to work everything out. They said how many points they got in an hour, how it felt to play, what they spent their time doing, etc. So basically they've created a massive spreadsheet, sorted out all the balancing, and effectively they're really happy with the XP per hour. So it seems like they've done the work this time. Obviously with the flash powder factory, they did it very wrong because people could leave early for faster XP. So hopefully they've not done that stupid mistake. They've had a lot of people testing this, so hopefully it should be a great XP rate and it should be perfect, and hopefully no bugs. Obviously, if somebody finds some easy hacks to do beast XP, I'm sure they will change it. So don't get your hopes up if somebody manages to find some easy way, like leaving early to get pro XP. But I'm quite interested in the rewards. He hasn't mentioned the rewards or anything in here. Just so we know whether there's going to be a bigger giant pouch, a full wicked robe set, and that should affect your wicked hood and give it more uses. So it all sounds very interesting. He's really happy with how it looks, and we should be on Tuesday. On Monday, I'm guessing it'll be Tuesday though. They do a Monday update every so often, but rarely. But it should be awesome. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and hopefully, I kind of hope the XP rate isn't too quick. I don't want it to ruin runecrafting's like uniqueness at being a very good 99 to achieve. So hopefully, I reckon it's going to be about 95k an hour max. That should be pretty good, and no one could complain with that. That would be a really good XP rate compared to how it was before. And so, let's hope Runespan is as good as he's making out to be. We're going to have a really good graphical area to look at, it seems. So that should be awesome. Hopefully no one has too many FPS issues. So, should be a great update. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this has been a useful insight into the update. Said a short vid, 16 minutes 30 odd. Not too bad, oh well. Hope you enjoyed, guys. See you tomorrow for another video. Oh, and quickly, just before I end, I forgot I was going to show you these, but there's teaser images on the Timbo's teaser thread as usual. I know RuneShock are at Jagex now, so I'm not sure if they're going to manage to get a teaser update, a teaser images update out, video out sort of thing, but I'm going to show you them just quickly. So here they are, they're on Timbo's teaser thread. It looks pretty interesting, and as I said, the area looks awesome. This looks like a high level area with like the blood runes and stuff, and then you've got like I guess that's like a mid level area. It seems kind of Xanaris-y actually, and then I guess it's hard to tell, but it looks pretty damn good. It's like Clan Citadels. You're in the sky, and we all know how amazing Clan Citadels look, but shame the shit. Well, that's my opinion anyway, but looks awesome. So yeah, as I said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for another video.